We're going to add it later, everybody. We are live, and I'm a little sad, actually, everybody. I know it's late, but we took down the Christmas decorations this weekend. I just get a touch of melancholy pulling the ornaments off the tree. There's one bright side. I can finally let the groundhog out for his time to shine. And he better get it right this year. Let's start the show.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online. And though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian
Stephanie Hodge,
plus funny songs from
Janet and Charles Cox,
and a patty melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
We're going to get sued for using Getty images, everybody. We need to...
Well, that's an alert to everybody. Put some new pictures online.
Stephanie, you got to get your stuff out there. So, well, and Steve, your picture, every time you wear that shirt, I think you're becoming Catholic. You've got the heart of Jesus right there. He's on if you ever see Jesus, he's got that big red heart right in the center. So.
You knew it was just a matter of
Merry
time.
Christmas to you. Welcome to the Virtual Comedy Show. And of course, start out, we're just going to say we're thinking about all the people in LA. We know Stephanie's out there. We know Sulu's out there, and they're safe, but a lot of people are still worried, everybody. And it reminds me back when we had the tornado here and all the help we got. I hope that help is all coming for Los Angeles and the area too. But welcome to the Virtual Comedy Show. It's a little bit of a funny business we do here every week on the internet, whether it works or not. But one person we couldn't do this without. Our star, Steve Goodie, everybody. We couldn't. I'm useless. Because he's got all 42 intros. So without him, no intros. So, and we could do it, but we don't want to without Patti Vasquez, everybody.
We could not do it. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's right. And this week we have a special, famous, super fun friend, comedian, actress, Stephanie Hodge, everybody.
Yay.
Who won't tell us the big starring thing she's in because she can't. Why can't you tell us? What's the reason you can't tell us?
Because I signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Oh, okay. And then they don't pay you, or you just never get hired again. You got a bad reputation.
No, they come, they hunt you down, they skin you, and they make shoes out of your flesh.
Well, I've heard that about Hollywood. So anyway, by the way, everybody, remember, as far as LA goes, the Red Cross is a great place to send any donations of any size. It's just not famous people out there in trouble, too. Thousands of normal folks. Matter of fact, mostly normal folks are in trouble. But we also have singing sensations, Charles and Janet Cox with us.
Hey.
That picture that you showed showed the love, Janet, that you have for Charles. That's so beautiful. The look in your eyes in that picture just made me glad it wasn't a Getty image, I guess. Okay, now I want to start with this. I have been trying, like a lot of people, to get in better shape and been working out a bit. But you're never actually looking for advice, but people get it. Give it to you. One exercise I've been working on with my wife is planking. Anybody planking? Working on the planking, that core?
Yeah.
No, sir.
You get on your elbows. Get on your elbows and your knees, right? And you hold your knees off the ground in a push-up position and hold it as long as you can. Well, okay, I'm up to 20 seconds. Yeah, and I'm shaking like a leaf. 20 seconds, shaking like a leaf. But that is just not good enough for people online. No. The second you try something, wow, that stayed right there. The second you try something, some meathead goes, okay, now go up to your hands. Okay, now kick your left leg out while you're doing it. Roll to the side while planking. Hold one foot in the air while twisting your knee between your arms. Okay, maybe give me a week or so to hold one position for more than 30 seconds before I up the ante to plank pretzel. I don't know. Is anybody else doing it?
What's the world record for planking?
That's what?
What's the world record for planking? Do you know?
I have no idea, but it sounds dirty.
9 hours, 38 minutes, and 47
my
seconds.
God.
By
But that's just
Josef
one
Salek
plank.
of the
That's
Czech
not doing
Republic.
this.
That's
People do crazy
insane.
stuff, though. They plank and then they put their feet up and down and they go up and they touch this and that.
Yeah.
Make pancakes.
I'm just, they lick the floor. I'm just trying to do one thing. And isn't the point of planking not to move, right?
Yes.
A plank is a stiff thing that you make someone walk off to die in the ocean. A blanket. I have never heard of a plank except for that. You don't contort in 50 different ways. No one's going to walk out on that thing. So leave me alone for a day to honor the true pirate origins of the plank. Could that be enough? Okay. And one more thing before we do the jokes. I was called an adorable anti-Semitic on a ship last week.
Where are you?
Oh dear.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I was talking with two comics. One was Jewish, one was not, both musicians. But they seemed to be very taken aback about some music, something that maybe I said, we were talking about music and playing, and I said maybe they should get one of those mouth harps. Y'all know what a mouth harp is? Yeah, but I had never heard that term before, mouth harp. I grew up thinking it was juice harp, like orange juice, right? I see Steve's laughing already. And come to find out, that is not what it's called. They kept saying, "What are you saying?" And I was like, I was juice harp, like apple. And they said, "What? How does it make you think of an apple?" And then I said, "Well, I know my friend Steve Goodie's favorite juice is apple juice." And he's a musician. And they're like, "Wait, isn't he Jewish?" And I said, "What does that have to do with this?" And they said, "Do you know what this thing is called?" And I pointed, and they still didn't. And by the way, they don't know what I'm saying, and I don't know what they're saying. Because I have never heard what they are saying. I always thought that, I'm trying to get the paper out here so I can look at the next page where I've written more of the hilarious stuff I'm talking about. Because I always thought it was called a juice harp because you have to get a bunch of saliva in there to make the sound, a juice harp. And they went, "You think it," and they finally heard, they said, "You think it's juice?" And I was like, "That's what it is." And they said, "It is not." And then they explained it to me, which I won't, because it looks like everyone but me knows this. Does anyone not know this?
Not only do I know it, I think I explained it to you one time years ago.
No, you never did. Even Chuck knows what it is, and I don't even know. They explained it to me, and then my friend Matt Sadler, who is Jewish, he goes, "Well, you're the most adorable anti-Semitic I've ever met."
Oh my gosh.
I know. Is that?
I don't think there's anything anti-Semitic about calling it a Jews harp.
No.
What is it? He told me it was about some band or something from the whenever. I didn't listen. I just now won't say that anymore.
I think what's anti-Semitic is when you involve apples and oranges. That's wrong.
That's terrible. Well, because you like the apple juice. Okay, so here we go. Let's start. A Canadian man has been arrested for trying to carry the skull of a baby crocodile on a flight wrapped in a blanket. It is forbidden to smuggle any wildlife out of India. The man will now be brought before the mother crocodile to explain what's in the blanket.
Oh dear.
This sounds appropriate.
Hey, Mom. There you go. Okay. I just Googled. Wow. Chuck put it in there and everything. A research team has collected the oldest ice core Earth samples in history. A scientific team from 12 European institutions drilled and retrieved a 9,000-foot long ice core from the Antarctic ice sheet spanning more than 1 million years into Earth's past. Wow. Where there was a sudden and more intense ice age at the time. Isn't that amazing? Researchers also found evidence of large quantities of empty bread bags and milk cartons.
Oh.
They had to have that, didn't they? They did that here again, like 4 days. They said it's going to rain 3 inches, and they just off the shelves. And I'm like, it's going to be 3 days, and it was 2. Okay. Oh my gosh, this one, I love dinosaurs. A limestone worker in Oxfordshire, England, found weird bumps on the ground, which turned out to be a dinosaur highway.
A what?
A dinosaur highway.
Oh.
A pathway with nearly 200 dinosaur footprints back and forth, dating 166 million years ago. Is that amazing? Wow. The trackways revealed insights into the behavior and movements of many different species of dinosaurs up and down the path. And one very interesting print on the ground of a dinosaur on its back, they're calling the lot lizard. That ding was specifically timed. Whoever was dinging there.
Wow. Whoever did that, well done.
Well done. That was a goodly timed ding. The original handwritten and typed lyrics of Mr. Tambourine Man by Bob Dylan will be sold at auction this week. They're expected to garner more than $400,000. Is that crazy? Would anybody pay that for the lyrics from Bob Lick? And expected to go for millions of dollars. You can bid on the chance to burn the lyrics and slap the composer of the Macarena. That was a tambourine in that joke.
I was helping. Yeah.
You were helping. I needed it. This is my favorite joke.
Oh dear.
I always say that because then people can go, what's he thinking? The Philadelphia Eagles star receiver was caught on the sidelines reading a book during a game, and millions of people are wondering what could be so fascinating that a player would be flipping through it instead of concentrating on the game. Who knows what the book was? Nobody.
It was a motivational book.
That's right.
No, it was Taylor Swift's autobiography.
No. The book was Inner Excellence, a self-help book by author Jim Murphy to help players to have confidence under pressure. Now, this is a big change from other teams reading on the bench, when last summer, every player on the White Sox team was reading Who Moved My Cheese? Okay. Chuck knows the music harp thing, but not who moved my... Yeah. Got to read.
Well, she's not paying attention is the thing.
She doesn't care. She's talking. Jeff, why are we here? What are we doing here?
And who's meowing?
Can we be anywhere else? Carrie Underwood will perform at Trump's inauguration. That's great. Donnie said he isn't worried about the singer's performance because he doesn't even own a truck for Melania to trash. Because she probably would. Hey, January 12th. Oh, somebody thought that was funny. That's nice, Pat. January 12th, if you missed it, it's official No Trousers Two Bride Day in London. No trousers. We're in the middle of winter. Locals take to the trains sans slacks, as it were, to be silly. That's what they do. The trend was not invented in England. However, it started in New York City in 2002, where it was called, "Hey, baby, look at what I got for you right here." Little different. All right. Three more quick ones. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced that Facebook will no longer be fact-checking anything on any of their platforms, from Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, leading everyone to comment, did they ever fact-check anything in the first place? Nobody. There was never fact-checking. The only thing we know for sure is today is the day that you must copy and paste that you don't want Facebook to use your photos. All right. And we've learned we are doomed as a species. Okay. All right. Hey, anyone know what they do with unsold Christmas trees in Berlin?
They eat them.
Eat them to goats.
Not goats. They give them to the elephants at the zoo.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah. The pachyderms love the trees as they eat the greenery, and they have been seen fighting with the trunks. They'll strip the trunks and fight with the trunks. The zoogoers love this much more than last year when the baboons used the leftover mistletoe to tell zoo patrons to kiss their red butts. I don't know how they were that smart. They were pretty smart to do that. So that was nice. And here it is. We're going to finish up with what I've been doing all week. The joke of the day. Everybody write your own joke. I wrote 3 punchlines for this one. If you don't know, I get an email every day that are jokes, but I refuse to click on the
clickbait.
Yeah, I refuse to click on the setup because I don't want to see the punchline, so I write my own. Here it is. What do you call a bird that is afraid to fly? Ready?
What do you call a bird that's afraid to fly?
A cassowary.
Wow.
Okay, what do you call a bird that's afraid to fly?
What?
A toucan.
Nah.
And lastly, what do you call a bird that is afraid to fly? A gold
Chicken.
flinch.
Nah.
And of course, Carla came up with the one that I think it might have been the real one.
That's what I was thinking also.
Yeah, I was. Chicken. Yeah, well, chicken was
Chicken.
easy, and only losers would come up with that. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brad Tassell, and right now is Alice and Steve Goodie.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, Steve Goodie.
That was Brad Tassell. That was really great. Thought you played that to the fullest. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was super
It's
fun.
a weird show tonight. Everything's going to be weird, so
I can't wait.
Can't wait either. Let's not wait. Let's just do the next thing, which goes like this.
Is Patty crazy?
Am I crazy?
Oh, wait.
Patty's not
Where's the
sure.
top 10?
Ah, wait, what are you doing?
Where's the
I'm
top
screwing.
10?
I'm
Am
screwing
I
things up.
crazy
right
right
there.
now? Because I don't feel crazy right now. I need a
Oh,
minute.
Yeah,
no,
she's
no.
not crazy yet.
I'm screwing it up. That's what I'm doing. Hang on a minute.
10.
You got to smack herself around and get her face red.
I
first.
believe I warned you that this would be weird, and I proved it immediately. Hold on. Hold on. I got it. I got it. All right, let's try that again. Tell me to do something weird, Brad.
Yeah, do something weird.
Okay, I think I'll do something. Well, if I could find the damn thing. No, it's not there.
Okay, well.
You know, we get paid the same whether this works.
Top 10 list is coming. Hey.
There's
I don't
that.
remember even how it goes.
Oh, I see. I got it. Okay. Oh, hold on. Just everybody just hang on.
Let's juggle or something.
We are so quiet.
Oh, there will be juggling. There will be
my
juggling.
God,
Okay,
no.
here we go. Top 10 thingy, whatever it is. Okay. It's going so well. As if torn from the headlines that we just created just now. Tonight's top 10 category, because as you can see, things don't always work the way we want. Tonight's top 10 category is top 10 ways the virtual comedy show gets screwed up.
We've seen 4 of them in the last 2 seconds.
Yeah, we have. Let's just get started. Number 10. Brad's on-ship Wi-Fi has the username Gilligan and the password "This ain't gonna work 99 #Bermuda Triangle / you didn't have any punchlines anyway."
Ah!
Number 9. Brad and Steve each book a headliner. On Monday, they realize they've double booked. Both cancel. Number 8. Patty realizes she doesn't need this crap anymore.
Uh-oh.
Number 7. Brad and Steve go to Scotland and kill each other.
What would happen this year?
Number 6. The FBI raids us, and though they leave the 100 boxes of stolen classified documents, they do take our one decent joke. Number 5. Steve writes a top 10 list about how this show gets screwed up, and right around number 5, he realizes that this is number 5 right now, and he forgot to write number 5, and he also forgot to put on pants. Top 10 ways the virtual comedy show gets screwed up. Here it's going to get real meta. Number 4. Steve realizes that this top 10 list is a repeat from September 1st, 2022. And it is. Number 3.
It is?
We lose the rights to the Monday song and have to start broadcasting at 4 a.m. on Thursdays.
Oh, we got a song.
Number 2. Janice knits a TARDIS and takes herself and the audience into a dimension where the Trump administration and Fox News are in jail, and everyone around the world is vaccinated, and climate change is acknowledged, and we're using 100% sustainable energy, and we all realize that everything is swell, and we don't need comedy anymore.
Uh-oh.
Take us with you.
I'm not that talented, hon.
That's exactly what you said in 2022. And the number 1 way the virtual comedy show gets screwed up, it goes as planned. That was so weird. I wasn't sure if anyone was going to catch on. That absolute, with a couple of tweaks, because we don't do it on Mondays, we do it on Thursdays.
I don't remember.
Almost
that at
word
all.
for word. I did this 2.5 years ago.
Wait, how did you wait? Is this Mormonism? You wrote it and then went back and looked and it was word for word, or you went back and got it and you're just redoing it?
I don't understand the question.
Did you know you did it back then when you wrote it this time? Okay.
No, I didn't write it this time. I couldn't think of anything this week, so I just went back through old ones. Like, this one looks pretty funny. wonder if anybody would recognize it. And half of our audience wasn't in our audience back then, so Sulu wasn't, and Chuck wasn't, and
obviously I wasn't either because I don't remember.
No, Bob remembers it, and he wasn't here, so I don't know what's going on. It doesn't matter.
You know who was here?
I bet Patty was here. I'll bet Patty was here. Hey,
oh wow! Look at that blouse. What are you wearing?
Wow.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay, let's just do this thing. Well, the thing is still queued up, I think. Let's try.
Is Patty crazy?
Am I crazy?
Patty's not sure, Patty's not from lunatics winning their local races to major league wackos with orange faces to obnoxious a-holes taking handicapped spaces. If she's losing her mind, that's fair. She's Patti Vasquez.
Am I crazy?
I think you're crazy.
Me too. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so Brad was talking about taking down the Christmas decorations, and I've decided something. I don't care what the rules are. I am leaving up my Christmas decorations until I have one day with some good freaking news. Just one day. And this top, this is the top I wore on New Year's Eve. And I've decided that we didn't have a New Year's. This is not the New Year's because everyone keeps saying, they're still saying Happy New Year, which doesn't seem, no, it's not happy. This is not how 2025 goes down, folks. This is like a 2024 expansion pack you bought on Temu, and there's no return policy for this. So, yeah, no, I don't think this is okay what's happening here. I mean, this is too much. It's too much. 13 days in, and look, it's like going for a sip of water, and all of a sudden they turn on the fire hydrant. We're drowning. This is a flood of information. And by the way, there was actually a piece, I don't know which outlet did it, but it actually says, you're not crazy, it's mainstream media's misinformation. So yeah, we're not crazy. By the way, that sparkle's really nice. Look at all that. It's
it's fantastic.
kind of nice. I look good on New Year's Eve. Now you know. You should have been at Crackers in Indianapolis. Yeah. I'll be back there
how was
weekend of February. It was fantastic. It was very fun. It was Indianapolis. How crazy was it going to get?
Did you do 2 shows?
No.
Just one.
Anyway. I'm okay because a lot of folks are calling into my show and, everyone, look, here's what I learned today. Okay, I've learned this for the last few weeks, and you've heard this since the election, which is that Democrats didn't do a good enough job of winning over white men, okay? And Zuckerberg did this interview with Joe Rogan where there's not enough masculinity at Facebook, even though 2 out of every 3 workers at Facebook is a man. So what are you saying about the guys at your office? But at any rate, what they mean is there's not enough aggressiveness. They're not mean enough, because that's the only thing I can think of when they mean that there's not enough they mean toxic, because a real man is pretty cool with agreeing that we all deserve basic human rights. That to me is masculine, but apparently if you're not a D-bag, and I almost said the other word, I don't know what words we're using. But I'm sorry, you know what they're telling us? We're not giving them enough safe space to be assholes. We need some place where we can expose just how much we're jerks. No. You've pretty much always had that. Oh, my flashlight went off. At any rate, yeah, no, I'm crazy. And you're learning a lot about my background. Look, it's not as nice. Hey, Steve, there it is. This is a shake on the flash. I've been trying different lights. I used to have a ring light that worked, and I just keep trying. Is that better?
No, that's not better.
Is that working out better for everybody?
Are you going to tell a ghost story? Because then it's great.
There we go. How's that?
Very crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of super crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna keep hanging out here every Monday for as long as they let us, until they shut us down. Can I just talk for a moment about Brad, were you serious the day after the election that you wanted to basically take down all of these shows and not do any more political jokes? You were kidding, right, that day, or do you still have those worries?
Well, how many political jokes did I just do?
You think you did enough? I mean, if you were scared, you'd do none.
I'm not scared. All I did was Melania's. All I did was the Underwood joke. Other than that, I didn't do any.
You're
jokes.
scared now. Am I scaring you?
Yes.
Am I? Not making it a safe space for you to be masculine?
Well, no. Yes. Wait, no. I've. Okay. Wait. I have to say this. I I've never been masculine, so it doesn't matter. I'm not scared. I'm just tired. I'm out of it. I'm just like, you know what?
What difference does it make?
Screaming and talking and posting, it just change or help. And what we need to do is see the destruction for a while and go, see, and then because it's already happening.
Yeah, but you're talking about the fart around and find out part that people keep talking about. They're never going to find out. They're going to keep farting.
No. MAGA will never find out because they don't care about all this. They're already finding out. None of what he has said is ever going to happen or true, and they don't care because they only care about the one thing you're saying: white men being in charge, forcing Christianity on people, and taking rights away from anybody else,
and owning the libs. Don't forget that.
They will, and they will make up. They will every day make up something new and then forget about it a day later, only to get to that. So, and there's at this point, I'm just done with
tired. You're tired. No, I agree. And believe me, doing it for 2 hours a day. So let me leave you with this. At the end of December, somewhere in December, I decided I had some travel time. I had some time off from my day job. And I thought I would like to travel a little bit. I have friends in different parts of the country I haven't seen for a while. I lost a dear friend of mine in November. I want to go see her husband. And I thought, I'm going to book these flights. And I booked a flight to New Orleans and a flight to Los Angeles. I am no longer allowed to book flights anywhere in the country. Have a good evening, everybody.
Oh my God.
Do not come to Nashville. Don't come to Nashville.
So, Patty, 2 questions. One, you only did one show on New Year's. How many people did she have working? Because
you mean how many people were in the audience, or how many people were working?
How many people did she have? She's lucky to get one waitress to show up, and it's her.
She had 2 waitresses. The middle act had to work the door. She didn't know how to turn the spotlights on, and we had 81 guests. 81 guests.
Well, hey, 81 for New Year's there is probably a great deal. So
I'll be there at the end of February if anyone wants to come out for that show.
Oh, that's
Patty, are you going to wear that top on January 20th?
Every day till 2025 starts on a good note.
Second question.
Yes.
Usually, though, in this time in history, though, when this is happening, shows like yours will now see this huge uptick in viewership and listening. They're not watching, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. We're actually building a video studio in our building right now.
Yeah. And you're probably going to get more. You're on in Minneapolis. Where are you on?
In Chicago. And we're about to start. There's a union organization that they're going to start their own channel that I'm going to work with as well.
Yeah. So the destruction of democracy is going to help you financially.
Hey, I was okay with maybe clearing about $1,500 a month doing my radio show. Yeah. That's about what I was making before, and that's whatever.
Yeah. So
I think the key word is whatever.
Whatever.
All right. Well,
no, I would rather just keep being broke. I don't need to. Yeah.
Third thing. Yes. On Monday at 10 a.m., if you're available, 9 a.m., we're doing an hour for LA on a show that's a 24-hour comedy. Every hour is 4 new comics for LA. The money goes to LA. And the only times that were left were 2 a.m. and 7, 8, or 9 a.m. So I picked 9 a.m. Carl and I are in, and we need one more 15 minutes if you can show up.
Hey, I'm in.
15-minute set. I'm going to be, my flight leaves at 10 from New Orleans.
Okay.
So I don't think, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you'd have to be at the airport doing it for 15 minutes and that'd be weird.
Yeah. It's loud. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you, Carla. I would love to.
Well, so then we're all canceling. Screw it. Screw LA.
No.
Not a nickel for them. Patty
ask Jeannie Dugan. She's great at Zoom shows, and I think she'd be great for that.
I already told Brad.
We need her.
Bob is willing to do a tight 15.
Patty, if you can do a messenger between me and Jeannie Dugan, that would be great. And then we'll have her on this show. And
there you go.
And I'll find somebody. Maybe I'll ask somebody who does this show a lot first, so that we can kind of.
Yeah, do that first and let me know.
Yeah. All right. Get in touch with me. Okay, that's enough of that.
All
Bye.
Right. Thanks.
Thanks,
Bye.
Patty.
I'll be here.
Okay. Oh man. Oh man, it's time. The time has come. Holy cow, look at that. It's Jen and Charles Cox. Yay.
Hello.
We call them the welcome wagon.
And they just might do a OK Video. What's that band that does all the videos on the treadmills? That's
Okay, go.
Oh, yeah.
OK
Go. Yeah. Hi, Janet and Charles. It's been too long. Thank you for returning to our dumb little show. You know the drill around here. I'm going to play an intro, then you play a dazzling song that I have no idea what it is, and then I'll answer it somehow with a song. And then you'll do another song.
Actually, Steve's going to play 3 intros. We don't know which ones, and they're all going to be. And then we're going to have a 2-minute break. Okay, great.
It's all about Bob. That's what matters. Here we. Well, no, that didn't work. Okay. Son of a crap, man. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. Oh yeah, no problem.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest.
Janet and Charles.
That's perfect.
Thanks.
We're going to keep it political.
Okay.
I got a big old deck. I'd have to be very careful playing live to pronounce that. I got a big old deck on my big old house. I got a big old steak on the grill. I got a big cigar in my big fat mouth. I got a rolled up dollar bill where cocaine flows to the big old nose that's attached to my big fat head. And you might say,
Lord, he's got everything.
but I wish that I was dead.
Oh, he wishes he was dead. I like to sit on the big old deck, sip a bourbon while the sun goes down. I got a maid that cleans and a cook that cooks.
She's got a man that drives her around.
I got a great big room full of leather-bound books that I ain't never read. I know it may sound funny, but I'm telling you, honey, I wish that I was dead.
Oh, she wishes that she was dead.
'Cause I'm so sad.
I feel bad.
We're so sorry, we're so greedy, but now we want to repent. But I'm so blue.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause we're 2 of the 1%. Oh, is us. Last year we made more money than we could ever spend.
We didn't pay any taxes, 'cause Congress is our friend.
The rich keep a-getting richer, the fat cats keep a-getting dead.
And it may sound cruel, but I'm telling all y'all, I wish all them fat cats was dead. Broke.
Yeah, we wish those cats were dead broke. 'Cause I'm so sad.
I still feel bad.
We're so sorry, we're so greedy, but now we want to repent. But we just so dang rich. Cause we're 2 of the 1%. Oh, we're 2 of the 1%. We've taken all your dollars, but you still got good sense. Steve, did you see what we did right there with the
I saw.
dollar?
Mm-hmm.
So shove those coins in a slot machine.
Hell, we've all got to have a dream. Just look what Jack did with those beans. Don't see where all the money went.
And you too can be one of the 1%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Is that a new one?
No, we actually have had that as long as the 1%'s been around. We've been doing
Wow. That's nice. Man, I don't know if this one answers that perfectly or not. Let's just see. With what's going on right now in Los Angeles and everybody accusing Los Angelinos of not needing help because they're all rich, just like you were just describing. So let's see how this one does. not done yet. I'm just starting.
Jeez.
Oh, I wish I was in the land of Mickey, 2 hours south of Culver City. Yes, I'll pay a month's pay to spend a day at Disneyland.
Oh.
Drove to Anaheim cause the kids all wanna. Found some parking in Tijuana. Gotta pay an arm and a leg just to stay near Disneyland. Oh, I wish I could afford Disney and Goofy, LA. At Disneyland, you stand and 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 stand in line. Oy vey, the way they gouge you down at Disney. I paid my 401k to spend one day down at Disney.
Woo, ciao.
Thank you very much. I don't think I've ever sung that.
Vey. Oh, Lord.
I got another song from Janet and Charles.
Okay. We actually did this on the show before, but since we're doing repeats.
Yeah, please. Nobody
Started
noticed.
out.
Years ago.
Don't start it, and it
Who
won't.
decided that?
I did.
That would
Well,
be.
actually, we did it before, but we had just written it and it sucked. So we have really we worked on this song. It should be
And
better.
it probably still
It
sucks.
probably still sucks.
but-
Well, we've done a lot of
It is
cards and
kinda-
letters. A lot of cards and
It'd
letters.
be more polished though.
We've had
Yeah.
people call in and say, "Could you please have Janet and Charles do that song that sucked so bad?" So
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
Well, tonight's the night.
We get
yes.
Let's do it.
Now, this is a
It's very
song
confusing though.
about lobsters.
Oh, good.
Floating in a pool of water, waiting to expire. Some said the end would come by flood, while others said by fire. In the end, the executioner got just what he deserved. And my brothers
And his sisters.
got to swim back to the world. When the Titanic went down, everybody drowned except the lobsters in the kitchen. Lobsters in the kitchen danced around. They raised their claws up to the heavens, made a joyful sound. They went la-di-da, la-di-dee. Everybody sing with me. La-di-da, la-di-dee. It turned out to be a crustacean celebration.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Celebration.
That was really good.
Thank you.
There's more.
There's more.
Okay.
Up in lobster heaven, all the lobsters cry for the lucky few that make it and the multitudes that die. Some were bathed in butter, some escaped at risk, while others go to their glory. And a New England lobster.
Frisk!
When the Titanic went down, everybody drowned except the lobsters in the kitchen. The lobsters in the kitchen danced around. They raised their claws up to the heavens, made a joyful sound. They went la-di-da, la-di-dee. Everybody sing with me. La-di-da, la-di-dee. It turned out to be a crustacean celebration. Jumbo shrimp are here.
Happy crabs are everywhere.
Not a single crustacean has a care. When the Titanic went, everybody drowned except the lobsters in the kitchen. The lobsters in the kitchen danced around. They raised their claws up to the heavens, made a joyful sound. They went la-di-da,
La-di-da.
la-di-dee. Everybody sing with me.
Patty, it turned out to be a crustacean. Celebration, celebration, celebration.
Yeah.
You know, that is something to think. I'd never thought of that. Titanic, some ship goes down. If the lobsters are somewhere to get out, they're fine. They're good.
That's amazing.
Well, to a point.
You wouldn't know about
so
temperature,
far
Mr.
Yeah, no. The pressure of the ocean is going to crush them. You were on here before. We were.
Stop.
Well, they want to get too
Roll
deep.
with it. Roll with it, okay?
Man, I don't know if you're going to deny reality. Like, I think that's pretty shellfish.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
You didn't even hear what I
guess the
said.
Prince really didn't go to a frog.
That reminds me of a bug story. So, as you
That was
know,
great, you guys.
My daughter's at the entomology place, and we no longer kill the bugs in the house. We put them outside. So I found a wolf spider the other day. Wolf spider. I said, okay, I'm going to put it outside. I put it outside. It's 18 degrees out. The spider looks at me and goes, "What the fleck? You might as well smash me. I'm freezing. I can't live out here. What are you, an idiot?" So,
Oh, they won't die. Ask Kevin. They don't die.
I'm afraid to ask Kevin.
I'm afraid to ask Kevin.
Hey,
That
Charles
has to be
and
below
Janet, that was
zero.
wonderful. Where are you playing in the next little while that we can see you and hear you?
We play at the Commodore Grill in Nashville and the Millennium Maxwell House and Bobby's Idol Hour practically every week. So,
Okay.
Millennium Maxwell has sometime.
And we are www.janetandcharles.com. It's all on our webpage.
Yay.
Okay,
All right.
fantastic.
That was great, guys. Thank you very, very much.
And now I can't find
Thanks
them.
for having us.
Yay.
Find them? Where are they?
Well, you just
there's
do
Charles.
this and they're gone.
Good.
Hey.
You know they're gone, but you know who's here.
Oh, no, we're not ready for that yet. Hold on, we're not ready for that.
Oh God, no! Are we juggling?
Because I screwed this up again. How many times am I get this wrong in one show?
Should I go for this?
That's sad. Yeah, we got to do this. We got to do this till I get it right.
Steve's juggling. Yeah, he's juggling. Hey, I'm trying. Let's see how many balls he drops today.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, that's pretty good. All right.
Well, that was better than we expected.
All right. Now let's get a headliner in here.
Yeah, that's. I'm sorry you had to
Stephanie.
see that. I'm sorry. Every
Hey,
week, Steve learns
things are
things
easy.
on the show. Yes.
And I'm getting a little worse every week, which is exciting.
That's what I was going to say. The accordion got a little better. What happened? Must not be.
I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I can't have him just guessing what I'm going to do.
Yeah. So the
Hi,
show is the bear.
No.
No. Nice try.
Okay. So tell her what's going on.
Stephanie, here's what's going to happen. As you know, we're going to play a little intro like I've done for everybody else. I'm going to try and get it right. And then you're going to give us 10 minutes of awesome stand-up.
Okay, cool.
Ready? All right, here we go.
It's time for our big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday. Yeah.
Stephanie Hodge.
Oh, that was beautiful. I'm deeply touched.
Thanks.
I am working on 2 hours of sleep, so you have to forgive me.
No.
Yeah, because I have a cat. And he bites my head all night long. And if I don't get up, he just bites my head all night long.
Ooh.
So I get up, and then he wants, but he won't eat a lot of food at once. He wants a little spoonful and eats that, and another little spoonful and eats that. Then he wants another little spoonful. And in between each spoonful, he comes to the couch where I'm laying down and he bites my head. And this is new behavior. This has only started in the last, since I got back from shooting that television series I can't tell anybody about, which is driving me crazy, by the way. Just to let you know, started working on it in August, and it's January of the following year, and I still can't tell anybody what I've been doing. It's driving me crazy. But I'm fine. It's okay. 2 hours of sleep, cat bites me on the head. This is my life. What are you doing? Can't tell you, but my cat's biting me on the head. But I figured out after a lot of sitting in the dark between 2 and 6 in the morning with head bites why I'm a cat person. Tom and Jerry.
Huh? What?
That explains it.
Tom and Jerry, the cartoon. Think about it. Jerry was always picking on Tom. Tom was just following his natural instincts, going after a varmint, going after a pest, a filthy, filthy pest. But did the pest ever get got? No. Pest turned on the cat, abused the cat, ridiculed the cat, humiliated the cat, and occasionally would bring an unnecessary character in the dog into the humiliation of the cat. That's why I'm a cat person. Even though my cat wakes me up every single night between 2 and 6 in the morning and just bites me on the head. Now he's laying over there sleeping. You know why?
Why?
So he'll be wide awake at 2 o'clock in the morning so he can bite me on the head. Well, I hope everybody had a good holiday. You know, I want to wish everybody, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah on the same day, which is very rare. 7 years from now, it'll happen again. That'll be fun. That we had, what did we have for Christmas? Dinner? I cooked it. I was there. You'd think I'd recall. Oh, who cares? It was it was food. It was good. I was tired. I was drinking. It was delicious. As long as I'm drinking, it's delicious what I cook. Okay. Happy Kwanzaa and happy winter solstice. Never forget your pagan friends because they can mess you up from a distance. They don't even have to be in the same state. So be nice to them. They'll give you weird gifts, you know, like buckets of rocks, but that's fine. They mean well and they're always pretty rocks. So keep that in mind. But I've always had kind of a problem with Christmas. I don't know why. I try. I guess I'm just kind of an idiot. When I was a kid, you know, they treated us. I had a lot of aunts and uncles on my mother's side, just like I had 27 first cousins. That'll give you some indication as to how many uncles I had. And so they challenged us one year to make our Christmas presents for each other, since everybody, you know, buying that many presents is a difficult situation. So I decided I was going to make nose warmers for everybody. So I sat down my little self down in the summer and I knitted these long pointed things with a tassel on the end that you had like little strings so you could tie them around, you know, your head. And then you had this long sort of pointed thing with a tassel on it. And I gave them to everybody, put real long strings on them, you know, so you could like make a big bow in the back and not be confused. And, you know, everybody that opened those, every adult just laughed and laughed and laughed. And I was only 11. And, you know what they thought they were. They're nasty people in my family. I go home for Christmas and there's always that one uncle with a mistletoe, you know, on his fly.
Oh, God.
And he's all funny. That other uncle sitting way in the corner with his, you know, his Italian girlfriend. Why you not tell me, Jimmy? Why you not tell me? And I don't know what that was about, but it happened every damn Christmas. It was sad. It was, well, there's so many of us, you know, there was always somebody to talk to. And if a fight broke out, you'd just throw each other apart and then, you know, you'd be fine in another 5-10 minutes if you found each other again. And it was just always a lot of us, kids' table. I stayed there until I was 37. But holidays were always fun. You know, they were a good time. My birthday's on Christmas Eve. It sucks. I pity people who have a birthday on Christmas. That's just bad planning. Bad planning. My mother would sit everybody down on Christmas Eve and tell them how I ruined Christmas. And one year I just had it, you know, and I was about 13, got sex ed that year in high school. So I proceeded to stand up and say, well, it's not my fault you and Daddy couldn't use contraception. For count. That was, I let loose. I found my feet that year.
Yeah.
Because it was not my fault that I was born on Christmas Eve.
Not your fault.
Not my fault at all. And it's not my fault my mother was having Christmas Eve dinner with a whole bunch of friends and that her water broke at the first alley. And she refused to have her dinner ruined. So she wrapped a towel around herself, sat down, and proceeded to eat everything right through the flaming lambe. Is that what they call it?
Sure.
Flaming flam.
Yeah.
Flambe?
Yeah.
We don't eat fancy stuff at this house. If it's not in the carton, we don't have time. So by the time they got her in the hospital, she's walking down the hall and I'm hand walking with her, And she actually wanted to name me Holly. Holly Hodge. That's not a stripper's destiny. I don't know what it is. My father sensed it was a bad idea, so he refused to sign the paper. He went home to shower, and tell my sister she had a sister, because no one bothered to tell her. They just told her mom was getting fat. So on Christmas Day, she is alone with the babysitter, weeping her eyes out. My father comes home and says, hey, you got a little sister for Christmas. Congratulations. She tried to kill me the very next day. Been working pretty hard at that ever since. And say as I blame her, But he was driving back to the hospital, and this is a true story. The defroster wasn't working in the car, so he rolled down the windows, And he stopped at a stop sign, and he saw these two little girls playing in the snow on Christmas. And one of them says to the other one, Stephanie, put that yellow snow down. Mama told you not to eat that. And right there and then he found my name. I was named after a small child eating pea snow.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. That's okay. That doesn't bother me as much as the one present thing. Here's your birthday present, your Christmas, and your birthday present. I'd had about enough at the point, so on everybody's birthday that year, I wrote him a card and said, hey, y'all remember Christmas? Happy birthday. Never happened again. But I'll tell you what, I think the worst thing was the birthday cakes, because every year on my birthday, you know how you get those birthday cakes with the little dancing ballerinas on them, in the pond, or like little swans and stuff, all that pretty girly stuff. I forgot one of them. Every year I'd look at my birthday cake and there'd be this red cheek, bloated, nasty, pedophile looking Santa Claus putting it up at me. I hated it. I just got sick of it. I wanted something that was not seasonal. But my family Christmas was everything, And one year I just about had enough, so I just put my fist right through Santa's face. So next Christmas, my grandmother, God love her, she did me a good turn. She made me something different, and it was still within the seasonal dressing of things. It was Christ crucified on the cross. Yeah. Little red hots, chocolate jimmies for the crown, and the little red hots for the little blood drops. I'm not even kidding. I wish I was kidding. And there he was, all crucified on the cake. He hands me the knife and says, well, cut it and serve. No. I had the hardest time cutting into Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But I did. I served it up, but I left a big chunk, like between his belly and his knees. Because nobody wants to eat Jesus's peenie. That's just not. I know you think I'm going to hell for that, but just for that, come on. So, yeah, I also wanted to tell you, I love the music. I love their music. And if I may be so bold, if I come on again, I'm working on a song called Pot-Bellied Men.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about the men that I really, truly, secretly in my heart adore.
Pot-bellied men.
Pot-bellied men. Because I've reached that age, you know, with this last birthday. Look at me. I'm wearing a violet cardigan. I bought it for myself because it seemed appropriate and I actually liked it. I got cataracts. So if my hair's looking weird, that's not my fault. I can't see it. And I had an audition earlier and we self-tape our auditions and it was for a dominatrix.
Oh, God.
Clearly a comedy. And I put all this makeup on my face and I had to wash it off and I kept scrubbing because I couldn't tell.
Oh dear.
So I don't know. You know, whatever I look like, it's out of my hands. But it's true. I am having the surgery. See?
Yay!
My giant sunglasses in here, my patch. I'm so excited.
Not bad.
They keep everybody says it's nothing. It's nothing. I'm just really looking forward to wearing an eye patch for a few days.
All right.
I'm such a child. Well, that's it. If any, you know, I'll have pot-bellied men ready on the ukulele next time.
Yay!
Yay!
Stephanie Hodge!
That was super fun. Super fun. You're very relatable, and you're perfect for this format. You're just the way you do it.
Yay!
A lot of people are not perfect for this format. And,
And one by one, we uncover them.
Yes, and they always come here. They always come here. We get all the non-perfect for the format. So
This is so much fun.
What is
No,
the
it's
show?
really weird. I was sorry that it was a joke because I really did get a nose warmer for Hanukkah. I really did.
I really made nose warmers for them, and they
Well, I
were
really
walking
got
around
one.
the house.
But mine had 4 legs and was furry and bit me on the head.
How big were they, or how small are the penises in your family? I think that's the question I have.
Well, I made those nose warmers good distance, you know.
Oh, okay. Wow, you made a good 6-inch nose warmer. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
That's right, Brad. This is 6 inches. You're absolutely right.
That was about 6 inches. What? What's that? I don't know. So my other question, say, what is the show the dominatrix is for? What's that for? Can you tell us?
Well, actually, I ducked out of it at the last minute. I watched the tape and I just went,
You're not
no.
gonna do it?
I'm
Not
not
you.
gonna do it.
Is it bring your old bullwhip? That can be
Kind of.
intimidating.
Well, the truth is, it's one of those things where I would just be a physical joke. And I made a promise to myself when I started this nonsense about 35 years ago, I would never just be a physical joke.
Good for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I passed.
You have to be an audible joke too.
Yeah.
You have to be heard.
That helps.
Joke. So I made a decision 37 years ago to only be a physical joke. So that's now that reminds me of when Rosie O'Donnell was with Dan Aykroyd and they played detectives and she had to wear that lingerie and she was always so uncomfortable doing that. She just said it was just the most horrific day of her life.
Wow.
I've passed on 4 things because it was always about bringing up the girls and wearing thong things and being laughed at. And that's not
how I want to spend my day.
That's not how I want to
no.
spend. And that's just not, I don't know. I don't like being, I think that's why I'm not an actor too, because I don't think being humiliated is that strong a thing.
If I wanted that, I'd work in corporate America.
Yeah. I don't think that's funny. I don't think that stuff is funny.
I don't think, unless you're like Will Ferrell-y kind of a thing, but that's what I wouldn't call that humiliating. You know what I mean?
He chooses it himself. It's his vehicle.
So good luck on the eyes, and you're gonna have 20/20 vision when you're done.
Yes, I am.
Nice.
That will be so. You're gonna look at us a whole new way.
I'll be able to see you.
And you'll say,
She'll know better than to be on this show.
I wish I couldn't see. I said, where are you working anywhere besides acting? Are you doing any stand-up at all? I mean, LA's not a lot right now.
No, I'm not at this time, but I'm working on doing some stuff, if you know what I mean.
I know what you
mean.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I know what you mean.
Are you close with Wendy at all, Liebman?
No, I wish I were though.
An angel just got his wings.
You should get a hold of her. You should get a hold of Wendy because she does those nights at her little thing, and I bet she'd love to have you. So.
Oh, I would love that so much. I have so much respect for her.
Get a hold of her.
Pretty.
Get a hold of her.
And she's so pretty.
She is pretty. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Hey.
That was tremendous.
Get rid of her.
Thank you.
Hey, gotta do a little commercial here. Let's see if this will actually.
More juggling. Oh,
of course not. Of course not. Had it all set up. It was guaranteed to work, and then it didn't work. I don't know what my problem is. Okay, here we go. We saw this last week. We're seeing it again.
It's Al, the weird tribute, and how Daniel Radcliffe got mixed up in this nonsense.
I'm Steve, and I like funny songs.
How come you're always such a fussy young man? Don't want no Captain Crunch, don't want no Raisin Bran.
And I love Weird Al.
Just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it.
That's right. It's tomorrow here in Nashville at Agave's Mexican restaurant. Our catchphrase is come for the tacos, stay for the tacos. And now it's time for this. Look, it worked.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
Can't believe it worked. And last week we saw this thing. We're only going to see the beginning and then the end because Chuck added her part. Yay! We saw this.
You know, like my friend Bruce, I was born in the USA. I was also
Let's jump to the end.
to run. I don't care, I'm just dancing like a dork. In my head, I hear that song from Frozen, but I'm still dancing like a dork. I'm wearing Spanx and lederhosen. The ladies love it when I'm dancing like a dork. Who's the boss now? Come on, boys, keep on rocking. We went down to the river. This is my hometown. In the wink of a young girl's eye. Oh, that's enough.
Okay. And now I think it's time, if I'm not mistaken, to beg for money. Ding.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover for a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect?
Hey, well, didn't end. Hey, welcome everybody. So this is the point of the show where I tell you to go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click donate to the comedians, and what we're going to do is we're going to get Patty a new New Year's outfit. Is what we're going to do.
No.
He's already worn that
Oh.
one. Patty, don't you think?
Just get that old one polished up.
She just got the sequins untied,
I love that one.
I guess.
Come on now. It's styling.
It is.
And you got to wear something new in February at Crackers. So go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click donate to the comedians, and we can maybe pay for one juggling lesson for Steve. It's just getting hard to watch.
Also, if you get a little money, I'll write a new top 10 list instead of recycling.
Yes. If you donate money this week, next week there'll be an actual top 10 list written in this century, in 2025. So, enough of that. We'll forget it.
I think it's time for the worst joke of the
Not like
week.
it ever works.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
I thought he was going to screw up 5 when he said that, and he only screwed up 4.
Hey, Sulu.
He's going to screw up 6 ways, actually. I mean, me or Steve? Who's going to screw it up? Here we go. Worst joke of the week. The Walmart logo got its first facelift in nearly 20 years with the help of all the teeth employees found in the parking lot.
Oh.
Good night.
Hey, that was the virtual comedy